Hello everyone. I'm sitting here very, very happy, and if I seem a little disorganized with my thoughts, it is just because I am just coming off of something very exciting, and now I am finally doing the full review of the Futurama, A Musical Adventure. Now I have to say that while I knew Futurama a lot more than I knew Maniacs, I didn't know that much about Futurama. Luckily I was able to know all the characters and get all the jokes, and it was absolutely amazing. It honestly, just like I've said with Friends and just like I said with Animaniacs, Toby Clark, when he writes a musical for pre-written source material, he is absolutely amazing. Toby, you are amazing at capturing original source material and writing it to its best, and it honestly really does show, and you really are incredible when it comes to that. I think my favorite arc in the entire thing, I knew it was going to be when I was told about it. My favorite arc definitely was the Ignor. Why did I get Ignor and Zoidberg confused? I'm sorry, I'm literally just coming off of all this. But my favorite arc was the Ignor and Farnsworth arc, and Farnsworth didn't just end up taking in Ignor at the end. You know, he ended up taking in all of the sons because Mom is a horrible person. And honestly, I'm going to say it right now, I thought the whole love being the cure to defeat the Morgozok was really, really, really corny. But, you know, it works. By the way, I just want to say right now, spoiler warning, I should have said that at the beginning. But yeah, this is not a spoiler-free review, so just, yeah. Anyway, I really loved all the stuff with Fry and Layla because I'm a sucker for romance and I always shipped those two. And I'm really, really, really glad we got rid of Zaph and we got rid of Mom. Oh, sorry, not Zaph. Mildred. I really, really, really love Kif. I love that he was able to stand up for himself. I mean, I love sweet, timid little Kif. Who doesn't? He's awesome. But the fact that he was able to stand up for himself, especially against Zaph, that really, really warmed up my heart. And I am so freaking excited. Hang on! I'm in the middle of something! I was so freaking excited when he was in the show, and to get to see him stand up for himself was amazing. Of course, I was very incredibly fond of Bender and his sacrifice at the end. I legitimately thought it was going to be Fry. I was banking on it being Fry. But when it turned out to be Bender, like, I almost cried, actually. Because Bender doesn't seem like the sweetheart. Well, sweet circuit processor. But, you know, he is. And, he shows it in... I love the characters that actually do turn out to be sweethearts in the end. Even though they don't really show it in the beginning. Ratchet from Transformers Prime is a perfect example. Bender here is another perfect example. And it's amazing. And I'm really, really, really happy that he was able to kind of find his arc and grow up and realize that Fry and Leela are gonna do other things together, but Fry will still have time for him. And, you know, that's something I myself have come to realize over the years. Because of my autism, I tend to over-dramatize things. And, my friends, like, when they wouldn't spend as much time as I wanted with them, I would get very, very depressed, and I'd lash out and take out my anger on them. And so I related to Bender there, and then when he had that arc and he realized, you know what, I need to be there for Fry, I need to be more supportive, that really, really, really just got me in a way I wasn't expecting it to. I never thought I'd relate to Bender so much in my life, because I always used to think he was kind of a jerk, but now I just see this whole entire layer. I really hope that someday this can be seen as canon, because it just felt so canon. And all of the words with all the songs, granted I haven't heard the music for all the songs, just the, I believe it was, oh my gosh, I think I got 5 in the demo pack. Maybe it was more. I legitimately can't remember how many songs were in the demo pack, because of course I didn't count them while I was listening to them, and I feel so bad because I actually did kind of rush that demo pack review because I wanted to get to something else I had right after that. So, you know, honestly, I really, really, really loved, I really loved everything about it. Favorite song is still, Happiness, followed by, A Loving Heart, followed by Shining Time. Actually, no, I'm sorry, Papa, Can You See Me? Is that what it's called? It's Ignor's song to Farnsworth, and that song actually almost made me cry too because I've kind of been in Ignor's situation. I have a father. I won't get too much into it, but I have a father who really did kind of abandon me, and you know. Okay, I thought I was gonna sneeze. I'm sorry. This video will not be edited because you all know me. I do my videos off the cuff. They're pretty casual. If I ever become an official movie critic, though, I will get someone to edit for me. But I don't want to take up anyone's time at this point because I can't pay them. So anyway, when it comes to favorite part of the musical, definitely when Farnsworth stepped in and took care of the boys when Mom was just so awful, and when all three of the boys, not just Ignor, but all three of the boys realized what a loving family could be. That honestly warmed my heart because, you know, it's something you just don't see. You know, you don't see some evil characters. Like, I loved that perfect mix of 80s morals, or not 80s, most Futurama, early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. I forget when Futurama was, but anyway, you don't see that perfect mix of the morals back then. I was actually thinking about this because I was comparing Disney movies from way earlier to Disney movies today. And, you know, the morals back then were, you know, every villain needs to die. You know, there wasn't such a thing as atonement arcs and all that back then. But now, you know, good and evil, the lines are blurred a lot of the time. I talk about this a lot with Transformers and the Decepticons. A lot of the times the lines are blurred and good and evil sometimes mesh together. And, you know, when characters aren't really evil but they're seen as evil, you know, it honestly just breaks my heart when they don't get the atonement they deserved. Starscream. Sorry, I had to throw in Transformers references. There's no way I can do a video without Transformers. But anyway, back to the musical. Oh, forgive that. That would be a Skype message for a group chat I'm actually supposed to be at right now. And I really, really, really don't hope that this doesn't... No one's Skype calls interrupts me, but anyway... I really loved how, though Mom and Zaph, who are awful, awful people, I love how they were able to be killed, but the sons of Mom, who were very kind of innocent, just following her because, you know, they thought... So sorry about that cut, guys. Ended up with someone Skype calling me, which they didn't need to do, but as I was saying, the sons of Mom who were innocent and believed Mom cared about them, back in like the 80s or 90s, they would have been killed too, because they would have just been seen as evil henchmen. But nowadays, like, shows and media are encouraged to see the sympathy for others. And that's something that I honestly can truly appreciate. On all sides of the card. On all sides of the coin. I'm sorry. My train of thought completely got ripped away from me. Anyway. I really liked that. I really liked that Hermes and Zoidberg finally found common ground. Because I love Zoidberg. I love him so much. He is so underappreciated. And I want my Zoidberg to be happy, okay? He's my son. And also kind of my husband. It's a weird relationship. And, but anyway. Let's see, what other parts of the musical did I like? I liked how Amy and Kif kept being interrupted. And, it was kind of just funny. Most of the time I get annoyed by that stuff, but, like, honestly, this was kind of really funny, the way they did it. Trying to see what other big points of the musical I really liked. I knew the second Mom just dropped the mid immediately that there was an ultimate plan, because it's Mom. I mean, come on. I really liked Leela's backstory. I'm gonna guess that's canon from the show. I didn't know that. Honestly, I didn't. If that is canon from the show, I didn't know that. But I really liked her backstory. I was not expecting the chief of the brigands to be, the husband of the Chancellor. That completely threw me off, and I am so happy that was the case, because I honestly just unsolved things like that. They make me really sad. So I'm really glad that was resolved. I loved Roxy. She reminded me of, Gaz from Invader Zim. And I loved how she was just so despondent, but when she became Chancellor, she was finally happy. And I really, really, really hope that, she'll let the Brigands come back. And I just gotta say again, I really like that name, the Brigands. That sounds Scottish, the Brigands. So, those are my thoughts on Futurama, A Musical Adventure. If I cannot edit these together, they will have to be part 1 and 2. I'm so sorry, you guys. I really am. But I want to thank you guys for watching anyway. And, I will see you all, well, when I see you all. And remember, be strong, be gentle, and be proud of who you are. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day.